I need to wait about 5 seconds or so for the tape to lock up. Well, anytime, I guess.
All right.
So, do I really have to stay till 5?
Our working hours are from 8 to 4:30 with a 30-minute lunch period. Yes, I'm afraid you will have to stay till 5.
You gotta be joking. I mean, there's a white sale at JCPenney's today.
J.C. Penney's are always having sales, and I'm sure you can make one some other time, but if anyone that works for us does have to work the hours from 8 to 4:30.
So, how much do I get paid?
Well, that would depend really on your job performance. We have a starting salary, which we will discuss after we have decided whether or not we want your employment. And then after you've been with us for 6 months, then we will then take a look at your performance and see what we can do at that time.
How often do I get paid?
You will get paid once every 2 weeks. You get paid bi-weekly.
Is there another question?
Go ahead and ask vacation, or can I get a check early, or...
Okay.
How often do I get vacation?
After you've been with us 1 year, then you will receive 2 weeks of vacation.
I don't know what else.
That's it.
Is it paid?
Okay.
Yeah. What we do as far as our vacation and as far as our benefits, Kim, this is something that we will discuss with you in its entirety once we have decided and made the decision whether or not we are going to hire you or not. Let me ask you, what are some of your hobbies other than working?
I like to go to discos and dance.
Do you think this would interfere with you being to work on time Monday through Friday?
I don't know. I usually don't get up till 9 or 10, and it takes me an hour to fix my hair.
Well, that means you must be looking for temporary employment then rather than permanent employment.
I don't know. What's the difference?
Well, temporary would be like if you work the hours of 4 hours a day, say from 1 o'clock until 4:30, but we do not have any jobs that consist of those hours. Our hours are all from 8 to 4:30. So if you're interested in going to work for our company, then you're going to have to consider working the full day and be up in time to be on work at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, gee. Don't know.
Well, Kim, you're going to have to put your priorities in perspective and decide whether or not you really want to work for this company or not. Maybe you need to go to work at the Pizza Hut or someplace like that.
I already tried there. They didn't like it. And I didn't show up for work and stuff.
That should be pretty good.
But on the back of it said some really disgusting things, so I decided not to. I really didn't want to walk around in it for a while.
Okay. We're rolling.
Whenever you're, go ahead and whenever, just make all the faces you want.
Yeah, we're starting.
Boy,
You're fine.
You're okay.
really, really.
It's not even me, and I'm ashamed.
Now, see, this is good practice for you, Kim. When you do go out and start job hunting, you've already got a head start.
Everything.
Okay. You got plenty of that. I think you're okay there.
Great.
We'll go ahead and change back.
You ready? Are you doing
Yeah, go ahead.
anything? Okay.
Play with the butter a little more. Pick it up and blow bubbles.
If I had a straw, I'd use a straw.
Look to your left every now and then. Rolling.
Okay, then getting right down to brass tacks, what is it, what can a candidate do to set themselves apart at an interview?
I think one of the most important things that a person can do when they're going for an interview is to dress properly. I don't mean that you have to dress in a three-piece suit, but what I am saying is that you need to be neat, have a clean shave unless you do wear a beard. A beard is fine, but be well groomed. Be willing to answer the questions that are put to you directly, and do it in a manner of which you really feel like that you're in control of yourself. And this is very important because anyone doing an interview is going to be paying very close attention to how you react to the questions. Not that they can tell whether or not you are telling the truth or anything like that. It's just a matter that in a 15 or 20-minute interview, they have to be able to pick out some of your best qualities, and this is what they do.
How can an interviewee prepare for the sometimes open-ended questions that they get asked during an interview?
I think one of the best things that a person can do to prepare themselves is to know as much about themselves as possible. And I know that may sound a little out of character, but what I am really saying is know what you want. If you really want that job that you're going for the interview for, then be prepared to go after it. Speak to where that you feel like you're speaking with authority. Don't overdo it. Don't try to oversell yourself. This can hurt you also. But just be very honest, be very frank, answer the questions that you're asked. Don't try to dodge or don't try to dodge the question. Just be sure that when you're asked any particular question that you answer that, and if you're given a little more time to talk a little further on it, then go ahead and do so. But don't take up all of the time trying to answer one question.
Is it appropriate for an interviewee to bring up the topics of salary and benefits?
No, this is not appropriate. Under normal circumstances, this person is going to have some idea of approximately what this job will pay. I don't mean that they're going to know right down to the dollar, but they're going to have a pretty good idea of what the job that they're going to be interviewed for is paying. And I think that this hurts if you have a person who would, about the second or third thing that they would ask you, after all, excuse me,
That's fine.
what the person needs to do is to not worry about that at this particular time. If they get the job and after they've been interviewed, then they can discuss benefits, salaries, and things of that nature. I think that you would hurt yourself if you want to come in and ask, how much vacation am I getting? When is payday, and things like that. Now, those questions are not inappropriate, but they're inappropriate at this particular time.
Okay. What are some good ways an interviewee can find out about the company and about the, do some research on the company?
Okay, we'll need to change tapes here.
Okay.